Turkish Aerospace Industry TUSAS exports satellites to Argentina. Innovation in Exports panel was held on the second day of the 8th Turkey Innovation Week organized by the Turkish Exporters Assembly, TIM, under the coordination of the Ministry of Trade. Speaking at the panel, TUSAS General Manager Kodil said that TUSAS has many projects. We actually have to bring new pieces to the old village. When the project becomes too much, we also get a lot of staff, we need it. Currently, there are 10,000 employees in TUSAS, hopefully it will go to 20,000. My 4 years at the company have expired. When I first started, the number of employees was 5,000. We've increased the number of engineers from 1,200 to 3,500. Our turnover is an average of $2 billion. We're aiming for that to be $10 billion, he said. We will export satellites to Argentina. Kodil, we currently work together with stakeholders on Turksat 6A, which will be Turkey's the first domestic satellite, will orbit in 2 years by explaining, as TUSAS will export the satellite to Argentina as a partnership. We are on surveillance and communications satellite, he said. Emphasizing that innovation is actually a lifestyle, Kodil said that TIM has been continuing this program for many years, insistently teaching innovation to companies. TUSAS General Manager Professor Dr. Temel Kotil gave information about the company's goals and the Turksat 6A domestic communications satellite, which he is currently working with his stakeholders. General Manager of TUSAS Kodil stated that TUSAS has many projects such as National Combat Aircraft, MMU, Herjet, Hercules, Atok, Gok-B, and UAVs. We will export satellites to Argentina. In his speech at the event, Temel Kodil also touched on the work of Turksat 6A and the satellite exports to Argentina. We are making Turksat 6A together with TÜBİTAK UZAY, ASELSAN, and CTECH. Turksat, which will be Turkey's first domestic satellite, is also involved. The satellite will hopefully be in orbit in 2 years. As TUSAS, we will also export satellites to Argentina as a partnership. We're on a surveillance and communications satellite. CTECH, an Argentine joint venture, is ready for satellite production. CTECH Space Technologies, a joint venture of Argentine state-run technology company INVAP and Turkish Aerospace Industry, TUSAS, was established in 2018 to build and sell small GEO satellites. However, Argentina and Turkey want to be independent in producing their own satellites, Luis Genovese, managing director of CTECH, said in September 2019, adding that companies are not too blind to the fact that they are unlikely to enter and gain a share in the satellite market, and very few have succeeded in this process, he said. As can be seen from this statement, market share for companies does not come first, but the emphasis on independence at the heart of the work is remarkable in this sense. INVAP has built ARSAT-1 and ARSAT-2 communications satellites for Argentine telecommunications company ARSAT, as well as SATCOM-1A and yet to be released SATCOM-1B synthetic span radar satellites for Argentine space agency CONI. The Turkish Aerospace Industry built the Göktürk-1 satellite with the technology support of Thales Alenia Space. Turkey's optical imaging satellite Göktürk-2 was again built by TUSAS and TÜBİTAK UZAY. Turksat 6A, Turksat's first domestic geolocation/location communication satellite in Turkey, is also being built by TUSAS. Genovese had indicated that CTECH would also benefit from the corporate powers of partners. In parallel, helicopters, UAVs, etc. TUSAS/TI will be involved in the construction and scale production of aircraft and INVAP will be involved in the development of new technologies. Genovese had chosen not to say how much both stakeholders had invested in creating CTECH. First domestic satellite Turksat 6A. Turksat 6A is Turkey's first communication satellite project to be developed domestically and aims to further our capabilities in this field. Turkey has been providing services in this area since Turksat-1B, which was launched in 1994, and the subsequent Turksat-1C, 2A, 3A and 4A satellites. but these satellites were obtained from foreign companies. In the Turksat 6A project, TÜBİTAK Space, RASAT, and Göktürk 2 projects also benefit from their experience in space and develop the National Communication Satellite Platform together with project partners TUSAS, ASELSAN and tech companies. The Turksat 6A satellite, which will carry 20 Ku-band transceivers, transponders, aims to increase the capacity and bring critical advantages to our country in the field of secure data communication with its technological competence.